Hello everyone. In this video I am going to demonstrate data communication using ASK modulation technique. I will be using 48 kHz carrier signal and I am going to send data over a 220 volts mains line. So as you can see here, presently the mains line is switched off. You can see the mains line is switched off, and here is the transmitter module. The transreceiver module, and here is another transreceiver module. So basically I am having two transreceiver modules. You can see the far view. So this transreceiver module is going to dump data on the AC mains line, and this transreceiver module is going to dump data on the AC mains line. And the AC mains line, you can see here, it is connected in series with both the transformers. So as you can see, this is the far view of the circuit. So let us switch on the transmission line, the power line. Let us switch on the lamp. We will be seeing the communication happening. So I have switched on the lamp, you can see. So the communication, you can see, is in progress. You can see data is flowing over the bus. You can see the Arduino lamps are glowing also. So let us see the computer console first, then I am going to explain the circuit. So just a minute, let me keep the lamp in a switched on condition, then the communication will be very clear. So as you can see here, on the transmitter console there is a communication going on, and on the another console also there is a communication going on. You can see there is a data transfer on the second console, on the second transceiver, and here is the communication on the first transceiver. So there is no loss of data. You can see the data is very clear. You can see the data is very clear. There is no error on the data. Whatever alphabet I am sending, I am receiving here clearly. And here also you can see whatever alphabet I am sending, I am receiving very clearly. This is the transceiver 1. You can see this is transceiver 1, and this is the transceiver 2. So you can see the data is coming very clearly. Let us see the lamp. You can see the lamp is also glowing. And here you can see the transceiver modules. So now I will switch off the lamp and I will explain the transceiver module function. So as you can see, this is the transceiver module, and here you can see the Arduino is sending data to the transceiver module, and it is receiving data from the transceiver module. The transceiver module has two parts. If I draw a line here, this will be the transmitter end and this will be the receiver end. So the data from the transmit pin is coming here, and it is optically isolated. You can see there is an optical isolator. It is optically isolated and it is fed to the modulation stage, where it is modulated with a carrier frequency of 48 kHz. Please watch the ASK modulation technique videos, the previous videos. It will be very clear how the modulation is taking place. And after the modulation, the data is fed to this power MOSFET, and the power MOSFET is driving this transformer. This transformer is having three windings. One winding is the transmitter winding, one winding is the receiver winding, and one winding is the coupling winding for the transmission line. So this is the transceiver 1 and this is the transceiver 2. The transceiver 2 is also the same as the transceiver 1. You can see the Arduino is sending data. So you can see this half, left half is the transmitter and the right half is the receiver. The data from the transmitter is coupled on the transmission line. The data from the receiver is also coupled in the transmission line, and the transmission line itself is coupled with the power line. So this is how the circuit is constructed. So let us see the circuit diagram. The working function of the circuit will be very clear. So as you can see, this is the circuit diagram. So this is the transceiver 1 circuit diagram. You can see transmitted data is coming to from the Arduino. It is coming to this optocoupler, optical isolator. This is, so this function is to isolate the Arduino from the modulation unit. So the output of the optical isolator, you can see here, it is directly coming here and the other end is connected to ground. this is an enhancement video compared to the other videos where the signal was coming here and it was pulled up to the plus 5 volt supply. So in the other videos, it was generating a constant carrier on the power line and it was resulting a loss of power. So this is an enhancement video where I am switching on the carrier only when the data is present. So whenever data comes here, it will be amplified here and it will be fed to pin number 4 of the 555 timer IC. And from here I am going to get the ASK modulated signal. The carrier frequency is the carrier frequency is encapsulated inside the data, and the modulated signal is fed to this transformer. And here also you can see there is another winding, it is for the receiver end, and here is the coupling winding. So you can see here this is the 220 volts mains line, it is coupling this transreceiver 1 and it is coupling the transreceiver 2 as well. The transreceiver 2 is exactly same as the transreceiver 1. So this is how the circuit looks like. So now let us switch on the lamp and let us see the results again. You can see the transmission is in progress. You can see on the other console also the transmission is in progress. There is no error in the transmission. There is no error in the transmission. So this is how the data is traveling between the two transreceiver units on an AC mains line, 50 Hz 220 volts AC mains line. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching.